Wasn't one video on YouTube on how to put these things on, so I figured I'd make one. Maybe help out the next guy, since it doesn't seem like the easiest thing, but it definitely seems doable. A lot of parts here. You can see there's a little slot for the charger right here, charging port, and then we have the 4 holes for the indicator for the temperature guide, and then we have a slot for the front, and then this wraps around the glass. Pretty cool. But again, not one video on how to install any of this on YouTube. So let's get started. I figured I would start with what seemed like the hardest part, the charger right here. I'm actually gonna peel that little excess part away. It did say you could use a hair dryer to kind of stretch things out a bit, make it easier to install, but we're gonna try just putting it on there. First off, they want you to clean the whole device with alcohol. When you got the Focus, you should have been given some of these alcohol swabs, and I found these work perfect. And just give it a good wipe down. Make sure there's no concentrate stuck to it, no grime. I already kind of gave this a good once over before setting up, so. Also, if you're going to be putting the decal on the glass, it's good to clean that with alcohol real good. I always rinse mine with rubbing alcohol after every session just to keep it clean. Alright. While that's drying, let's peel off some of the indicator lights here, because we're definitely not going to need that for the button. Also, this way we'll kind of know where things are. So this is supposed to be a protective skin from dings and dents dropping it. I mean, I'm sure it won't keep it from completely breaking if you drop it on the cement, but alright. I'm gonna start right here. I'm gonna kind of fold everything back, not peeling the sticker completely off, just kind of lining everything up. Okay, I found if we line it up with the crease of the device, it lines up perfectly. I'm gonna use my hair dryer to kind of stretch this out a little bit. Be careful not to do what I just did. You're gonna kind of have to move it away from you to get it pulled tight. You have to be really careful wrapping it around this part because you want that to line up perfectly. You can see how I have that crease lined up around the edge. This one's gonna have to be pulled off and then re-pulled tight. But as you see, doing that little extra step will ensure that it's done right the first time. So I'm gonna need to pull that a little bit more tight. So what I'm gonna do is keep that stuck around the edge. Perfect. Kind of go through and rub everything out, you know what I mean? Make sure there's no bubbles. Make sure the button clicks nice. Looks like we got that perfect. All right. And there we have our Galaxy wrap started and looking good. Now we got to get this front part here, which almost looks kind of cool black like that. So I guess it's up to you if you really want to cover that. I'm going to because why not? I paid for it. So again, we're gonna fold it over on its side like this, kind of line everything up. You can see the pointed edge is gonna go on the bottom. I don't know why that started to crease like that. You almost have to cut it. That's strange. I don't know if I like that. I might hold off on putting this part on because that does not look right. Looks pretty cool though. Let's try to get this glass part on. For this one, I'm just gonna roll it on its side like that. I don't want to touch this with my fingers because I don't want to get fingerprints on it. So I'm gonna kind of like pull this back a little bit, try to tease it back without actually touching it. Again, just like the decal. Just kind of make sure it's lined up straight. Something like this, you don't want it to be off because then it'll crease. Nope. There we go.